Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So this is my #1 selling product for mature eyes. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, I'm excited about this makeup tutorial. I'm going to be sharing with you my #1 selling product for mature eyes. We're going to be using the Fresh Beauty eyeshadow. So I have a lot of things to reveal in this video. And we're going to start off with, I'm going to put my hair back so it's not in the way. I'm going to start off with the Dior Total Serum. I love this serum because it's like this big burst of hydration, but also cushiony. It makes my skin feel protected, but yet very bouncy. So I have really enjoyed using this. I've been using it since, I think it's been a year now. So I'm putting this in, it smells amazing too. So I'm putting this into my skin. I'm going to prep my lips since I just prepped my skin with my Rose Lip Balm. Lots of hydration going on. We always want to prep the skin so it is nice and dewy and fresh and ready for your makeup. So now the first step, if you are new to my channel, my first step is always eyes. I don't do concealer, foundation, what have you, like most people do their makeup. I do it the opposite way because I want to put on my eyeshadow. I want everything to fall out, whatever, and then I clean up. I don't want to have concealer, foundation, what have you, and then having things fall on it. I don't put a bunch of powder to catch it and then whisk it away. I don't do that. I do it where we do the eyes, perfect them, clean it up, make them really nice and crisp. Then I go on to do concealer, foundation, perfecting the skin. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is my #1 product for mature eyes. I've been using it for, I think it's 16 years now. I can't do makeup without it. I've told you that multiple times here on my channel. And this is my eye primer. Now I have repackaged it for you. So now it comes in my pink, beautiful rose silver compact, and you have more product in here now. So it's a bigger pour. It is clean beauty. It is cruelty free. It is fragrance free. It is so beautiful. Like I spent years perfecting this formula and I had so many lab samples come and I can tell you, I would know the second I touched the product if it was right. And so then we had a lot of anxiety when we had a lot of these samples coming because I knew right, like we would have to go back to the drawing board. I would touch it and I was like, nope, it's not right. That's not right. So you are able to buy the old formula for a limited time. I wanted you to have the option of both. So you can buy the new compact if you want to with the upgraded formula. It's just so beautiful. It's silky smooth. This is made in Italy. I'm really, really proud of this formula. My lab did such an incredible job, nailed it on the head, and I'm very, very excited for you to try this. So you do have the option right now for a limited time if you want to stock up on the old formula or you want to move into the new formula. It is up to you. So this is my first step, and the way you use it, it's not like a lotion. Like you don't need a ton of this product. What I do is I take my middle finger and I swirl it into the product just like this. And then I have it on my finger and then I go to the middle, I just press it in and then I tap down to the end and then I tap down to the inner corner here. I want to make sure I get into that inner corner because that's where you have a lot of the blues and the grays. And then I will work it up to the brow. And then I just make sure that it is blended in this corner, that you don't have it gathering. And then you're going to see, this is to neutralize out the eye. This is to prep the eye for the eyeshadow so it lasts all day. So those eyeshadows that you see that are so gorgeous in your palette are going to look like those colors on your eye. If I took eyeshadow and put it over this dark skin, what have you, it's going to look muddy. It's not going to look beautiful. It's not going to look crisp. So that's why you want to neutralize out the eye like this. And this primer is just so superb. I've told you before, I can't go on location and do makeup without this because I was always doing mature women when I was on location, whether it was the mother of the bride, the mother of the groom, the grandmother. I loved it because it's a challenge. It's such a beautiful thing to take a woman that's mature that most of the girls don't want to work on because it's harder and just bring this beautiful skin to life, bring this beautiful eyeshadow to life. That to me is just so gratifying. It's so rewarding. And so when I'm on my Fierce Aging series, I cannot do makeup without this. This sets up for the perfect makeup application. And you'll see it throughout. I've been on YouTube for 13 years. I've been talking about this for 13 years. I'm very, very proud of this product. It's my hero product. And when you know, you know. The ladies that use this, they know how amazing it is and how beautiful it is. And I'm really, really, really excited about this compact, number one. And the fact that I made it pink, because when you're looking in your makeup bag, I wanted you to see it right away. Didn't want you to have to dig around for it. It's pink, it's beautiful. It's the only one because all your other compacts are larger. So you have your little baby one and you know it's your eye primer. Eye primer is on. Do you see how beautifully it just lifts the eyes? It brightens the eyes. Now, you could technically wear this by itself if you just wanted to neutralize out the eye, but you have to set it with the powder because it's not designed to be worn alone. So you could take the Nikita Banana if you wanted to, and you could take a little kind of puff and press into your eye primer. So you're basically setting it. So it would be like if you were just doing a neutral color for an eyeshadow. So now we're gonna go into Fresh Beauty. I had a really fun time designing your eyeshadow compact. So this is gonna be your eyeshadow compact. It is a 3-well. It was challenging because there's not a lot of 3-wells on the market. So I had to custom create this inner mold for you. And I made the shadows bigger. They're a different shape than our last palette. And I created 2 signature little brushes for you because I wanted you to be able to, if you were grabbing your palette and you're running out the door, you had a meeting later or a cocktail party or what have you, and you didn't want to bring your brush set, you could still apply your eyeshadow. So I have 2 different brushes that I did. I did one with the sponge tips, and then I did one that was more of a brush where you had those little synthetic fibers that you could actually create the eye look. So you have options when it comes to what I have in the little compact for you. So I was trying to think about all the details and what would make your life easier and what would make it simple for you. So this was really, really thought out. Like I spent a lot of time in the last 2 to 3 years thinking about what would make you happy, and the fact that these eyeshadows are talc-free, are gluten-free, are paraben-free, clean beauty, made in Italy, cruelty-free, you name it. Everything you have written in about, I wrote down and I checked them off with my lab. So they are blendable, they are beautiful, they are sheen. I do have some matte in one of the Sweet Carol, but they're a sheen palette, but I took down the sheen just a tad for you. So it's soft. The whole design, my whole redesign was about being soft and being like this open flower and blooming. So it's just very beautiful. Nothing is harsh, nothing's too much, nothing's too crazy and too powerful. So we're gonna take the middle color for the Fresh Beauty. This is an eyeshadow palette that you really love, and so I was happy to bring it back. Now, anytime you reformulate anything, it's going to be a little bit different. And I'm gonna take my shadow brush to use for the eyeshadow in the middle color, and we're gonna go over the entire eye here. So it's gonna be a little bit different, right? I'm not gonna knock it out of the park for every single woman. I understand that, and that's not my intention. I'm here to make a superior product for mature women, for them to feel beautiful, to want to put makeup on, to want to get together, to want to look in the mirror and say, you know what, today I'm going to make myself look beautiful. I'm going to feel beautiful, because as we know, when you look good, you feel better. And so that is my whole intention. So look how beautiful. It's just a nice wash of color. Build it up if you want to. I'm going to take it on the other eye. Now I'm going to flip the brush over on the other side, the clean side, and I'm going to use the first color, which is just going to highlight my brow. You can take this down here also in the inner corner just to brighten it a little bit. Don't worry if you see a demarcation. I'm going to show you how to handle that in a moment. We're going to take the eyeshadow blending brush and we're going to just smooth it out just a little bit. Now I'm going to take my tapered blending brush. It's just a little bit of like a pencil point. The darkest color I'm going to take. It's so beautiful. I think you're going to really love how these apply and just blend beautifully to your eye. So I'm going to take just this end piece here. I want to create a little bit of depth. So I'm going to push it right where that crease is, like this. Now, I don't want you to feel like, oh no, it's too much. And look at it, it doesn't look like it's blended. Don't worry, because that's why I created that blending brush for you. So you add the darkness here. If it comes down a little bit, don't worry. We're just gonna push it in, just like a little windshield wiper. You don't have to go all the way in. I like to go a little bit 3/4 because we're going to blend out in a moment. So let's take the blending brush and we're just going to swirl it, and it's all going to come together. It's going to be beautifully blended with little effort. Blended, beautiful. Now what we can do is we can see if there's anything that fell down, right? With our adding the eyeshadow on and then basically swirling and blending, that's when we're gonna clean up and see if there's anything there. So I'm gonna take my Lancome eye makeup remover. I just use a little dot, just like that, on my Shiseido cotton, super soft, and I wrap it around my finger. And then I go to the base of my eye and I just lift up because I want everything up. So anything that came down is going to be up. So I want it nice and crisp, nothing down here. So I can make sure that nothing fell, and I'll do the other side. Now that we've cleaned up the skin, I'm going to take my eyelash curler. I'm going to curl my lashes before I do my eyeliner. You always want to do your lashes first because if you have your eyeliner on and then you go in with your eyelash curler, you can disrupt the whole line of your eyeliner. So lashes up first, then eyeliner. I'm going to take, this time, I usually take dark chocolate, my waterproof eyeliner, but let's take plum. This is really beautiful. Let me find my plum. Oh, here we are. Here's my plum. We're gonna go in because this is calling for a beautiful plum liner. So what I like to do is I like to go right to the lash line. I don't go underneath. I'm not on the tight line. I'm going in between the lashes, right in here. I want to thicken up the lash line. And for some reason, I did have these two like little skin tags removed by the plastic surgeon last year, and they've decided to come back. So I'm like, oh gosh, I can't believe it. I went through all of that and now you're back. So I see them, so I need to cover them also. So what I like to do is we'll go right to the base here. And then if we are focused on my eye and not this compact, go to the very last lash and lift up. That we want to lift the eye. So even if you have hooded eyes, right? You don't want to drag the eyeliner down and follow the eye because you're then outlining it coming down. Stop a little short, bring it up so you can at least give that lift to the eye. I really love this technique because I see a huge difference with my eyes looking like they're up and not coming down. So I have the eyeliner on now. Plum is so beautiful. If you want to change, if you're tired of doing charcoal or dark chocolate, try a plum. We have navy also, which is so gorgeous. Now I'm going to take my volume up. This is my mascara, and this has a silicone wand, tiny little teeth that is going to grip all your lashes. So I like to go to the base. You almost are resting your lashes right on the wand. You're going to wiggle back and forth, and then you're going to pull up, and you can almost feel it gripping all of those lashes. So you want all the baby lashes to be really coated. So it's really an intentional kind of application because you have this beautiful wand that's going to deposit all of this color on your lashes. Mascara is on, looking just gorgeous, glossing those lashes, dark, 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 giving that definition. Now is the fun part where we are going to perfect the skin. So I like to use my color correctors. I have Just Peachy, I have No Redness, I have Extreme Cancel. If you have darker skin, really deep, deep darkness that you need to lift first, the orange was going to help you. But I like to use the peach color because I have lighter skin. I have these blues and these grays underneath my eye area. And then of course we have a blemish that seems to be growing by the minute. I think that it's getting more red as we proceed into this makeup tutorial, which is not exciting. So I'm going to show you how I use my Just Peachy underneath my eye area here, and then my No Redness. So we're working with color theory. So the green cancels out red. It's going to just neutralize it out because then you're going to put on your BB cream, your CC cream, your foundation, whatever you're wanting to use as your medium. And I bring down my Just Peachy to this, just a little bit of discoloration. It has really been doing well. If you've been watching my videos it's really since 2020 is when I started getting a lot of pigmentation, and we figured out why, but now it's really subsiding, which I'm excited about because I've been doing all kinds of different things to see if it would work. So it has, which is great. So you'll find those in my skincare videos of things I've been doing. So I'm going to take the Just Peachy. This has shea butter in it. It is nice and creamy, and I like to press it into my skin. So it just melts into my skin and it becomes one. So it's not just sitting there. So this is something that I love using. Sometimes I can get away with it without using a concealer on top when I have this discoloration. I want that brightness. This really is a confidence booster for me in the morning when I'm rushing out the door and I think, okay, I don't have a lot of time. What could I do that's going to have the most impact? And that is going to be doing my color corrector. I will do that. I will throw on some mascara. I'll throw on a little gloss and I'm like, good. Or I'll put on a bright lip because it's a distractor from my pigmentation. You can see already how it's lifted the skin in this area here compared to this. So this is something that I really love using. I've been using it for years. We reformulated this also this year, which is really nice. You have a pointed, it goes up and down. It's more concentrated, so you use less product. I think this is my first one since we've come out, and I've been doing makeup tutorials. I use it. So it really is a really beautiful product. Just peaches on. Now I'm going to just take my No Redness and we're going to zap this little zit that wants to keep showing up right here and getting more and more red. So this is going to just diffuse the redness, pressing it into the skin. You're going to see it just lightens it a little bit. Not to worry that you feel like it's too light because you're going to take over your BB cream or your foundation that's going to match your skin. You can also put a little concealer over it also if you need that extra coverage before you do your foundation. I just got a little guy down there too that I saw a little redness. Now we're going to take my BB cream. This is in light. This comes out. It's going to launch in September. End of September. So I'm going to take my foundation buffing brush and I'm going to just go right over. I don't know if I feel like I can get away with it, but you know what? I'm going to use a little concealer that Makeup Forever sent me. It's HD Skin. It says Smooth and Blur Undetectable Concealer. Let's add a little bit on after I do my BB cream because we're just going to take the BB cream right where we had the color corrector to marry the two. BB cream is on. I'm going to take the color. They sent me two, 1.5R. I think this is going to be the color that works. Let's just put a tiny bit where I think I need extra coverage, not too much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger to just press it in. This formula feels really nice and it does feel hydrating. So I feel that this is a nice little touch to give that extra conceal because it says it's undetectable. So I'm going to look up close in a minute to see if it really is undetectable. It does look really nice up close. It gives a little bit of hydration to the area. Let me just go over this real quick and see just right here. I think we need it just a little bit more. Looks like it really does melt nicely into the skin. I like the fact it feels hydrating and it looks really nice. I'm going to first do a little creme brulee. This is my hybrid bronzer. It is very forgiving bronzer because it is a swirl. It's mixed, so it's not just a bronzer. I'm going to swirl my little blush brush in this product and give a little contour to my skin here. I like to, because it's not just a bronzer, I'm going to be able to kind of just put it all over my face in the areas that I want to. Finishing up with the creme brulee, giving you a little bit of definition. I'm going to go in with my Ballerina Rose. This is a beautiful 3-well blush palette. This is going to give just that pop of really beautiful, healthy cheeks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Silk, which is a natural waterproof lip liner, and I'm going to do a combo of Figure It Out and Pretty Smart. This is going to be a nude mixed in with a pink. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to top it off with Cocoa 13. My first lipstick I will apply is the Figure It Out. If you're looking for a nude, like the perfect nude, this is a great one to pick. And then you can put Manifest and Glow over it, which is the golden lip gloss. It's such a beautiful combination. Then I'm going to put the Pretty Smart over it. This is like your pinky nude that I really love to do. It's a signature for your lip. You can create any combination you want, which I think is really fun when you mix lip glosses with lipsticks or two lipsticks together. And then I'm going to put the Cocoa 13 on top. This is such a beautiful lip gloss to wear alone with the Fresh Beauty. It is so pretty. And there you have it. It's like all pulled together. So it's like marrying all these colors, like from your lips to your eyes. I hope that you really enjoy these eyeshadows. I'm very, very excited about this new launch of the eyeshadows and just hearing what you have to say about when you apply them, how you blend them, and I'm really excited to hear about my eye primer. I am so excited, ladies. You are my inspiration. I have pulled so many of you over on my Beauty Reinvented of almost 20,000 women. I've had focus groups. I talk to all my ladies that are on Fierce Aging. I always pose all these questions and show them different things like what would you want? What would make you happy? And really, you are my inspiration for everything that I've done because I want you to feel incredible. I want you to feel included. I want you to feel when you wake up in the morning that you're excited to put yourself together, that you're excited to put on a lip gloss or a mascara or even just a powder. Whatever it is, I want you to feel incredible because when you feel good, you look better. When you look better, you feel good. I think it's both ways. And I just want you to always feel that you can really reinvent yourself. It doesn't matter where you're starting, you can always reinvent your beauty. And I feel that that's what I did when I was unexpectedly going gray. And I thought, you know what? Let's put a silver lining to this, right? I'm going to use my Clarins Fix Makeup Setting Spray for my last step. So ladies, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think when you get to experience it. I'm really excited to hear your feedback. And until my next video, I'll see you later.